So I think now the volume should be working. And oh yeah, now it is working. So hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Today I'm making a Spirit Halloween tier list. You can see I have it loaded right here. All of the new animatronics are on here, and I'm just gonna be ranking them. And there's some cool ones this year, some ones that aren't so cool. But we'll get started right away. And hello, Nicholas O'Connell. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so let's get right into this. So right here you can see tier list. We have S to F tier, and right here's all the new animatronics. So I think we can go. So I hopefully will remember the names of all these. I know a couple of them I may forget the names of, but we'll just see how much of these I can remember. Like, I think this one was Tombstone Terror, but I kind of have no idea. But that's what I think it was called. So let's start off with ranking this guy right here. So this, like I said, I believe it's called Tombstone Terror. He is this skeleton guy that pops up from behind this creepy tombstone looking thing. So this one, in my opinion, is one of my least favorite of the year. I like it and all, but I feel like Big of Bones is better. And this is just like a little skull popping up from behind the tombstone. It's nothing too special. But honestly, this guy, I have to put him in D tier. Like, I feel like they could have done better on this. Like, maybe make it some sort of other monster or something else. I just don't feel like it has too much for it. And for the price, you're not getting too much out of this. But it's still a cool one. I guess I like how the tombstone looks and everything. But I'm just going to have to put him in the D tier for now, because they definitely could have done better on that guy. But next up here is Lord Raven. This guy's actually pretty cool. One of the things I like most about this is probably the animation. I think it looks really cool and it's really unique. It's something I haven't seen in a while. Now, this one is probably one that I would not buy. I just don't feel like it would fit the theme of my haunt. But for how he looks and everything, and the audio and just everything about this guy, he's pretty cool. And for his price, I guess it is a little bit high, but it's not too expensive. I'd say like $300. Not too bad for this. So I'm going to have to put him up in the A tier. I feel like that seems about right for this guy. And hello, Charlie Pants. Welcome to my stream. When the merch drop. In the future, eventually. Yeah. So let's go on to the next one, which is Monty, I believe it is called. And Nicholas O'Connell. I want your merch. Yeah. I definitely want to make my own merch too in the future, but not sure if it'll ever happen. Hopefully someday though. But yeah. Getting back to Monty, though, he is this monkey guy animatronic. When I first saw leaks of the animatronics, this was the one I was most excited to see, I think, because it's a really unique concept. I haven't seen anything really like it ever. But this guy right here is basically this monkey that is these symbols or whatever that he claps together, and his audio is pretty good, and I love the look on his face and everything. The one thing I do dislike about this is he's supposed to be 6 feet tall, but he is standing on top of that box, so you have to take off a little bit of the height, technically. I just feel like they should have took off the box and maybe made him a bit taller, because he's a pretty expensive one, coming at around $300. But he's still a pretty cool one. I don't really care too much about the price on this. He looks amazing, so I am going to put him in the S tier. Oh, put him in the A tier. But there, the S tier. I think he deserves that spot because he is a awesome one. And is he one good buy? I'm not sure, but he is still a very awesome one. And hello to CoolTuber Plays. Welcome to the stream. And now going back to the animatronics, here we have the Deadly Creeper, I want to say. Not fully sure if that's his name, but this one is another one that does look pretty cool, I'd say. He's this spider, and his eyes light up. His like themes on his mouth, I don't know what to call those. They also move, and I kind of really liked how this guy looked. The one thing I'm gonna say that I dislike about this is the price is coming in at $200, and I haven't seen this in person at all, so I'm not sure like how big this is. Like, is it worth it or not? But he is still looks cool. But yeah, just the price completely ruins this guy for me. But just because he looks so cool and he has the good audio and everything, I'll just put him in the C tier. So yeah, there he is. And moving on, next we have the Widow. This is one of my favorites of the year, 100%. Now, since this is online only, I probably will not be purchasing it just because of shipping and everything. But I do love the animation on this. It's pretty creepy and it's definitely a good jump scare. Also love the look of this prop, just everything. It's audio. It just is a pretty good prop, and the price is definitely a good part about this. I love the price, and yeah, his animation is pretty cool, Nicholas. So let's go and put this in the S tier. Definitely deserves that spot. And Charlie Pants, turn donations on. I would if I knew how to. I should look into that. But going right back into the animatronics. Next, we have one which is another one of my favorites of the year, the Bog Zombie. You can just see his face. I love how that is. I believe SVI made this. I think they did a great job on the face right there. It's definitely one of my favorite parts of this animatronic. The animation on him is also pretty awesome. I love that part about him. Like, it is a bit slow and only has like the one animation plus the mouth and everything, but he still looks cool, and that's really what I like about this. I don't care about the animation. He's one that I would definitely love for my haunt. Will I begin him? I'm not sure yet. I might, but he is definitely going to go in the S tier too. His audio and everything, just so great. And how he looks, just everything. I love this animatronic. And Nicholas, his face looks like Edna Mode from The Incredibles. Yeah, maybe. Guess I could say that. But getting right back, next we have a clown. So if you know me, I love clown animatronics, but Mr. Punchy, he honestly is not the best clown I've ever seen. Like, I think he's a cool idea and everything. I just don't think he's done really well. I just don't really like too much how he looks. Like, he looks okay, but like just the like ball at the bottom that he's supposed to be on, I just think it kind of ruins the look of the prop and everything. And the face and everything, it's all okay, but he just isn't too much of my favorite. But I still think he's okay. Like, I guess the audio is okay too. It could be better. But this guy, I'm going to have to put him in the C tier with Deadly Creeper. And his price too just seems a little bit much for just the one animation. But yeah, I'm going to put him there for now. And moving back to the animatronics, next we have one of the animatronics that is returning for this year, or well, they're bringing it back. And as you know, in the last like few years, they started like doing Flashback Fridays or whatever, and bringing like new like animatronics, like returning old ones. It's a bit hard to explain, but Little Skelly Bones is one that they brought back. But unlike just bring back the animatronic, its regular form, this guy, they actually made a new animation for him. He does have a similar audio to the old one, everything, but like his new animation, I think is okay, but just how his prop is, I don't think the animation really fits him too well. I really wish they would have just brought him back as the Sween version, because if they did, it would probably be something I would want to buy, because I really loved Skelly Bones when they first had him as the Sween version. And I'd definitely love to see that back, and one that I would think about purchasing. But with the new animation on this guy, I just don't really like it. Maybe I'll change my mind once I see it in person, but just the animation I think really ruins this prop for me. So I'm gonna put him in the F tier. And please don't hate me for that. I know lots of people do like him, but for me, he is not my most favorite. And Nicholas, how have you not got 1 million subs? These vids are what I call quality. Thanks. Yeah, I try my best at making these videos and live streams the best it can be. And Charlie Pants, the animation ruins him, yeah. And hello, Crispy Gamer. Welcome to the stream. And Nicholas, he is F tier, no worries. Yeah. So let's get right back into this. Next, we have Bag of Bones. This is one that at the start, I didn't know if I liked him too much or not, but now that I thought about it, I do kind of like him a bit. Like, there's certain things about him that I like if you look at the bag on him, like I know you can't see very well in this little image on here, but it actually has the Spirit Halloween logo on the bag and has a reference to an old theme from Spirit. And that's something I kind of like about it. Like, I just kind of like how Spirit Halloween animatronics and stuff, like if they have the logo on them, something they never really done, but I think it's a cool thing they did for this prop as one thing I kind of like about it. Also, like this skeleton definitely looks a bit better than the one for the Tombstone Terror. Like he has the hands gripping on the bag and his like head looks cool and everything. And his price is a bit cheaper. I would say it's a bit overpriced like most things there, but this guy is still another cool one and one that I may purchase just because he's cheaper and everything and good jump scare. I'm not sure yet, but he is going to go into the B tier. And Crispy Gamer list is looking pretty good. Yep. And Nicholas said, Crispy Gamer, he is one of the best at this stuff. Thanks. And Charlie Pants, you hyped for the Spirit Halloween movie? Definitely. I can't wait. And yeah, definitely can't wait for that to come out. It looks pretty cool, and I'm just very excited to see it because Spirit Halloween never really made a movie, and I think it should be good because Spirit Halloween always makes good animatronics. But getting back to the list, next we have Regan, this one was called. This one, I like the idea for it. Like its head turns around, and then there's a projector in the back of it that shines onto a wall or something, which is a very cool feature, I have to say, which I'm not sure if it's ever been done on animatronic. It possibly has, but I can't think of any. So that's definitely one of my favorite parts about this animatronic. And just its head turnaround is pretty cool. This one I do believe is another one that they brought back from the past. I may be wrong on that, but I think it is. So this is definitely a cool one. Now, what parts put in? I'd probably say it's a good B tier, just because like the animation, the audio, it's pretty good. So let's just put it in there. And yeah, definitely animation, best part about this prop and the projector. And Nicholas, that movie will be up there with the Minions and Titanic. Yeah, hopefully it's a good one. So getting back to the list, this is the first animatronic that I forgot his name. It's this pumpkin guy. It was a reskin of Crouchy the Clown from a couple years ago. This one is one that, like, it looks good, but I feel like it could have had, like, different animation would have fit this one better. So this one is 7 feet tall. Love the height on that. Like, a massive animatronic is just awesome. And the face on that is just, like, so cool. Like, I just love the pumpkin head and everything. I think it's done really good. And the audio on this, I do believe, was also pretty good. Like, I liked it. But just the animation, I think, could have been better. Like, I could have added a mouth animation or something. Or, like, just something else in the, like, basic side-to-side movement. I think that's the one thing that I wish was different. But he's still a cool one, so I'll put him in the C tier. And Nicholas, that one's audio gives me cancer and nightmares. Yeah. And Charlie Pants, I love pumpkins. Yeah, same. Pumpkin animatronics are always super cool, especially when they have a great face like this guy. But going back to the animatronics here now, we have the Straw Man. Is that his name? I forget. This one is pretty awesome. Now, I definitely love Scarecrow or farm-related animatronics. They always look cool, and this is like another cool farm prop. His face is cool. His animation is just so awesome, and his audio is also pretty good. But definitely the best part about this one has got to be the animation. I think it's more of a more unique animatronic that we haven't seen on too many props in a little while. And yeah, he definitely looks cool. Definitely a good scarecrow. And he definitely deserves to be in the A tier, up with Lord Raven. Um, yeah, he just looks so awesome, and yeah, like Scarecrow animatronics, always the best. And Nicholas, you subscribed and turned on notifications. You're so proud you're tearing up. Yeah, thanks for being subscribed and everything. And Charlie Pats, join the Discord if you're a true fan. Yeah. And yeah, 3 more animatronics left. The next one here is Nozzles the Clown. This is definitely one of my favorite props of the year. But the one thing I don't like about this is the price. He's going to be $350, which is a little bit expensive for me, I'd say. Like, for the same price as this guy, I could buy the 12-foot mummy animatronic from Lowe's. So his price just seems kind of high. Like, he does have the side-to-side animation and like the arm animation, but he doesn't really have too much else for him. I guess he also has the fog machine you can plug into him, I believe. But I wish he had like a mouth animation or was just like taller. He just needs something more to be worth that $350. But if we're just looking on this guy, not based on price, he looks cool, great audio. I absolutely love the animation. It's so cool. And like with the fog coming out of his hands, that just makes it even better. So let's just look at how this guy is for this, not the price, and put him all the way up in the S tier. And going back to the chat, so I'm not exactly sure what that is, maybe. And Nicholas, can't wait to talk to my maybe do a tier list or something of it. I'm just not fully sure what that is, so I'll have to look into that. But to get in, and I kind of a good idea from Spirit making a slightly smaller animatronic from one that they previously had, which was gigantic. Because first of all, I don't know. I just think it's a good idea because Crouchy was a bit more of an expensive animatronic, but now with them having a smaller one, they'll maybe change the audio or the animation slightly. But for what we have right here, it's still a good one. So I'll have to put him in the B tier. And now, before we do last animatronic, let's go back to the chat. Charlie Pants said audio. Inigo said, Horrid Henry is pretty scary. Only search him up if you're really brave. Okay, so it's like a horror movie or something? I'm not fully sure. But yeah, let's go to the last animatronic, which is Betty Sharp. So this one is a creepy one, I would say. I like just the look of it. Like, the face just kind of creeps me out, and how it has like the knife, the blood, and everything, and then the bag that moves, looking like there's stuff in it. It's a really creepy one. Now it is more of just a static prop. I wish it would have had animation besides the big, but this one still looks pretty creepy and is definitely one that would fit into my haunt. So if I were to put this in a tier, I'd probably say maybe B tier. Like, it's a super cool one, but I just wish it had just more animation, but it's still a great one. I really love it. And yeah, so looking at that, that is my tier list for this year from Spirit. So in the S tier, we have Monty, the Widow, Bog Zombie, and Nozzles the Clown. In A tier, we have Lord Raven and the Straw Man. In B tier, we have Bag of Bones, Regan, Crouchy, and Betty Sharp. In C tier, we have Deadly Creeper, Punchy the or Mr. Punchy the Clown. How am I forgetting the name of this one? I just said it like 5 minutes ago. We got the Pumpkin Guy. Then we have the Tombstone Terror, and in F tier we have Lil Skelly Bones. So yeah, that's my theme for this year. Going back to the chat, Nicholas said it's a horror show. Okay, that's kind of what I thought after you said it's pretty scary theme. Charlie Pants, yeah, that's a pretty cool animatronic. Nicholas, she's one of your favorites. Cool. And by looks, yeah, definitely by looks, Betty Sharp is a good animatronic. And then Charlie Pants said, yay. So I guess that is going to finish it for the live stream. If you want, you can subscribe and join my Discord. There's probably a link in my last video. If not, I'll put one there. But that is going to be it. I'll see you all next live stream or video. Goodbye.